Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. So, figured I could take y'all with me on my way home from work. It'd be nice if I could pick Uncle Chris up right after work. I've only done that like a handful of times. So, hasn't been that many times that he's actually gotten off when I've gotten off. I think there's been like a few times he's gotten off at 10 and he's just walked, either had my dad pick him up or just walked up here and had me take him home, which is fine. I'm trying to do one thing and talk to y'all at the same time with my phone in my hand, and it's not working out. There we go. Okay. So, my coffee cup lid's coming off. My coffee cup lid's coming off. Okay. Put the pop socket in. Oh, yeah. Put you on your spot. So, today was an okay day. It wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't, nothing groundbreaking happened out of the ordinary. And I think when I'm gonna call them mellow and dramatic. When Mellow is there, I'm gonna call one Kevin and the other one Jim. I'm not bringing their names up on here. If this were on TikTok, they'd know who I'm talking about. But it's not. It's for my YouTube fam. So, when Kevin is there, it's so calm, so relaxed, so laid back. Whereas when Jim is there, putting it this way, when one of the changes at work happened related to AI first got implemented, it was worded that that our jobs were in jeopardy. That's how he worded it. Whereas how Kevin worded it, the team lead that was there tonight worded it, him and one of the overnight team leads actually simplified it and explained it better. From what they said, what they're doing is to basically root out the bad eggs, so to speak, the ones that aren't doing their jobs. And I have asked the team lead that is there tonight, am I doing my job? Am I one of the ones that's doing their job, the best I can, And he said yes. So he goes, you have nothing to worry about. You're doing your job the best you're able to, at the best that you can. And he said, that's all we can really ask of you, is to do the best you can. One of our old team leads, I'll say his name because he's retired, Chris, he said, just give me 110%. If you can't give me that, give me 100%. If you can't give me that, give me 95, but no less than 90%. Because he said the last 10%, at least you can say you did 90%. So 90%'s okay, 95% is better, 100% is good, 110% is what I ask of you. But my current team lead basically said, to basically do the best you can. And so, with that out of the way, figured I could take y'all with me on my drive home. It's not going to be a spectacular drive home. It really ain't. So, without further ado, let's get started on this drive home chat. Okay. So, I gotta turn unfortunately, I have to turn my nice cool air off because my windows are fogging up. I really, really, really need to move my John Cena keychain. I have a John Cena keychain in my car, and I really, really need to move it because it's in the way a little bit. It's in the way, but I don't know where else to put it. I don't know where else to put him. Actually, I think I maybe have... No. He falls there. I have him hooked onto, like, my radio station changer, or, like, my tune dial. I have it on that. So, it just sits there. He just sits there. He just sits there, looking pretty. So, but I hope y'all had a great night so far. If y'all's night's just getting started, I hope it's. I hope and pray it's a good one. If, yeah, y'all get to see me with my hair down. Y'all get to see me with my hair down. It's not something I typically do, but I took my ponytail down near the end of my shift because for some reason, I'm not complaining, but they've been running the AC. I think they turn the AC on in all areas of the store at night instead of running it all day. That would actually make the most sense. But, look where I work. No offense to Wally World. Y'all been good to me. They have been good to me the past over 10 and a half years that I've been with them. I ain't got nothing to complain about. It wouldn't do me no good to complain anyways. I'm gonna turn my air back on because I'm getting warm. But put in the comments how your day was. I love hearing about how everybody's day went. I love to hear in the comments how your day was. So, I watched a documentary, like a short one, probably between 15 and 20 minutes long, on Beck Weathers, which was someone who was injured in the 1996 Everest disaster. The main one, because there were technically two of them that claimed lives in 1996, I think at the same time as each other. One on the south side of the mountain, and the other one on the north side of the mountain. You can climb from both ways, but the other one is the most popular, I think, and the easiest. But anyways, either way, I think if you've ever heard of the story of green boots, that's the name given to the climber, is green boots. And as you can tell, he's known by the title, that's the color of his boots. It was going around for years that he was one person, but Everest Mystery, I'll tag them in the description, pretty much I think he does extensive research on the topics. Not only that, he's also a mountaineer. He also has climbed Everest multiple times. And he, I think, looked it up, and it was, green boots was positively identified as the person that was with the person that was that people claim green boots was at first. I'll put in the description what the name of, I'll look it up, and before I put it in the description, the name of the guy that they now know green boots is. I think the cave where he's at is known as Green Boots Cave. I think There is an expedition not currently underway, but it is in talks to, I think, with the Tibetan Indian government, I think, I could be getting that wrong, to bring green boots down, to get green boots down. Now, for context, that is more dangerous than summiting Everest. That's worse. Because first you got to get up there, and a lot of the deaths happen past the death zone, which is, I'll have to look that up too, put that in the comments as well. And that's where David Sharp is. He's in Green Boots Cave as well. He's in the cave with green boots. I think pictures of him are of him sitting up, right, with his hands on his knees. I think like he sat down to take a rest, but it was a permanent rest. So, but there is an expedition. It's more dangerous because when you're going up there into the death zone where a lot of the deaths happen, like Rob Hall, Scott Fisher, Dave Brashears, Sleeping Beauty, not Dave Brashears, David Sharp, Sleeping Beauty, lady known as Sleeping Beauty. Some of these climbers have since been moved off the main camp climbing routes. Also, Sandy Irving has not been found. I have been keeping a very close watch on that. George Mallory is, I think, in the death zone as well, or he's just below the death zone. So, but that's my little snippet of Everest. I will try to keep y'all updated as far as if if they're able to bring green boots down, because what most people don't realize is, yes, it's a good idea, so that way the family members can officially bury their loved one, even though Everest is technically considered a graveyard, the graveyard in the sky, basically. He's frozen to the ground. Because you have to realize how long he's been up there. He's been up there since the 1996 Everest disaster that so many movies and documentaries have been made about. He's been up there since 1996. And yeah, he's frozen to the ground. He is literally frozen to the ground. And most of y'all know I can talk to dead people at no control of my own. I don't find them, they find me. And from what I'm understanding from, I call him Mr. Green Boots, he doesn't want to be brought down. He says, I died doing what I love. I died of altitude sickness, which I think most people do. Hypothermia. He says, I'm in my grave. I'm in my cemetery. I'm in the cemetery, which is Everest. So, with all that being said, thank y'all so much for driving home with me tonight. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Please give it a like, a big old thumbs up. And comment your favorite Bible verse. Or comment how your day was. Put in the comments what you're struggling with spiritually. And if there's any way that I can pray for you, that my family can pray for you, that my mom, who's also a sister in Carmel, can pray for you. I love y'all, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.